Trump administration suspends lawyer over failure to zealously advocate in Maryland man's mistaken deportation case. The Trump administration has placed a Justice Department DOJ lawyer on paid leave after he failed to zealously advocate the government's position in the case of a Maryland man who was mistakenly deported last month. Erez Reuveni, the DOJ attorney who argued for the government in a recent court hearing, was suspended by Attorney General Pam Bondi's office after a judge ruled that Kilmar Abrego Garcia, a Salvadoran man living in Maryland, must be returned to the US by Monday. In a statement to the New York Times, Bondi emphasized the importance of aggressive legal representation. At my direction, every Department of Justice attorney is required to zealously advocate on behalf of the United States, she said. Any attorney who fails to abide by this direction will face consequences. Garcia, a Maryland father, was deported to El Salvador on March 15th in an incident the Trump administration has acknowledged was an administrative error. Garcia's deportation came to light after the government admitted the mistake. Reuveni, during a court hearing on Friday, acknowledged the error and agreed that Garcia's deportation was not intended. However, the situation escalated when U.S. District Judge Paula Sinis ruled that Garcia must be returned to the U.S. by midnight on Monday. In response, the Trump administration filed an emergency appeal, arguing that Judge Sinis cannot force them to bring Garcia back. The appeal requested a temporary stay on the ruling, claiming it would be impossible to comply within the judge's timeframe, as Garcia is now under the custody of authorities in El Salvador. In the emergency appeal, the government described the court's order as indefensible, claiming that it lacked control over the situation once Garcia was in El Salvador. Additionally, the administration reiterated that Garcia has been linked to MS-13, a violent gang, and as such has no legal right to be in the United States. On Friday, Judge Sinis ruled that Garcia's deportation violated the Administrative Procedures Act as it occurred without a judicial proceeding, further complicating the case. Despite the legal battle, the Trump administration continues to defend the deportation, arguing Garcia's alleged ties to MS-13 justify his removal. This individual is an illegal criminal who broke our nation's immigration laws. He is a leader in the brutal MS-13 gang and he is involved in human trafficking, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said in a briefing on Tuesday. And now MS-13 is a designated foreign terrorist organization. Foreign terrorists have no legal protections in the United States of America, and this administration is going to continue to deport foreign terrorists and illegal criminals from our nation's interior, she added. An immigration judge 5 years ago said Garcia, who came to the U.S. illegally in 2011 and asked for asylum, could not be deported to his home country over concerns he would become a victim of local El Salvador gang members. His request for asylum was denied, but he was given protection from deportation, and ICE didn't appeal the decision. Garcia's wife, Jennifer Vasquez Sura, who is a U.S. citizen, has vigorously campaigned for his return. Garcia had been working as a sheet metal apprentice in Maryland and was arrested in an IKEA parking lot on March 12th while his 5-year-old son was in the car.